They say Cash Nasty got robbed in LA twice. We on the road to 100K, yo. K, if you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself. Because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. Shouts out to Hello You Sent. Let's see what it's hitting for.
What's poppin', y'all? Another streamer, YouTuber, really more of a YouTube legend, at least in the 2K side of things. Cash Nasty has had it up to here with Los Angeles, and he wants to get out of there after getting robbed for a second time, which is like, damn, man. I think he's been living there for a couple of years, but I'm gonna play you guys the clip right now, then we're gonna get into his background.
I thought Cash stayed like... still stayed down south type shit, and he just went out there for a
little bit, and then talk about whether LA is as trash as they say it is.
LA is not. LA was that wave of moving to LA has been over. I'll say that.
LA, I hate LA.
It's been over since 2017.
Like, every time I fly in from my hometown, like Louisiana or another state, especially Louisiana, as soon as I come in California, dog, like I feel like my spirit just goes, it's getting depleted. Even before like I'm even touchdown, my girl will be like, "Man, what's wrong? Like, why you mugging?" You know, I'm like, I can't help how I feel. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the second time that I have my car been robbed.
So he don't live out there.
I live in a.
You said his car.
The second time that I have my car been robbed. I live in a good area.
So you do live out there.
This is the second time my car got robbed. So today,
his car.
I went to go meet Chris.
So he didn't actually get robbed. They broke into his car.
At the park, tall guy, LSK. I went to an organic grocery store. I literally got a park spot right up front of the building. I walk in the store. I get an alarm on my phone. I'm like, bro, there's no way. Bro, I literally just came in the store. Came to my car going off. Somebody literally went in, popped my back window again, and went and got the next diaper bag.
This the same car that you already...
Diaper
they pop in the window.
Bag.
What you mean
Are y'all that down bad in life? No.
They taking whatever they see in that motherfucker. What car you riding in, nigga?
Bro, the footage I have seen, bro, they literally came in like right behind my car, like normal, y'all. Wait till everybody left. Got out the car, boom, went back, quick. Didn't even do this right here. I do got a tent, y'all. It's not the strongest, but I do got a tent. Didn't even do this. If you that bad to be stealing, like, children stuff, bro, like diapers and strollers, bro, I know life is terrible. Yes, I am in the process.
Man, the babies got shit somewhere.
So I am
they finna be all over the place.
I told y'all that. Yes, I'm moving out of LA. I hate LA, y'all.
So he stay out there.
Bro, I think I seen like some Illuminati talked about it.
Yeah, the energy of, the aura of LA is negative. Yeah, most definitely. Bro, I my first time going out there, I didn't, I was like 16. I wasn't really aware of much then. You know what I'm saying? But I went out there again at like 20 something. I think like 22, and I felt the energy, man, the energy, dog. Hell, I remember I went out there. I was on Santa Monica Pier. A nigga walked up to us trying to get us to go to his party, talking about, we got weed on deck, we got this, that, and the third. Come on, pull up. It's gonna be bitches, nigga. We not pulling up.
It's not a flex to be in LA. If you got bread, man, if you already got your career going, bro, I would not tell anybody to move in LA, man.
Nah, fuck no. It's a bad investment all around, bro. I mean, the only thing good coming from LA is connections, bro. But then them connections is not genuine. It's just business out there. You move out there, it costs what the hell am I saying? It costs higher than anywhere else in the country. Next, like probably New York type shit. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting a bang for your buck out there, bro.
So if you read his tweet, he talks about second time, and it's a Tesla too. So he walks into the grocery store.
Tesla.
They smash the window of the Tesla.
So they broke the window.
This is the crime in America, in particular LA, is so brazen that they know there's cameras on a Tesla, and
Well, they don't give a fuck.
They just walk up,
You're not really gonna do a whole lot of time for that, bro. And everybody's doing it.
smash the window, and they
It's LA. It's millions of fucking people there, bro. You talk about the biggest, second biggest city in America, bro. Third biggest, whatever the fuck it is. Like, come on now. It's millions and millions of people, bro. Any city like that is gonna be crazy.
take what's in there. And he says, they stole my baby stroller. Second time in the last year this happened to me. They stole my baby stroller and Gucci diaper bag. I didn't even know they had Gucci diaper bag. About 9 months ago. Now they stole my second diaper bag. I'm guessing it's another
Well, it's Gucci, that's
Gucci
why.
diaper bag. Or maybe he went team
They seen the Gucci. They thought it was a purse. They don't know.
LV. LA
Duffel
is
bag.
trash, man. And I'm in the good part of town. Window costed a pretty penny to fix also. These are the types. So there's a couple of things here.
The
The
nigga said LA is trash. Nigga, come with LA.
first
nigga.
thing you already know is that
Good neighborhood don't
LA
matter. You can get smoked on Beverly Hill, boy.
defenders, the crime defenders, not just LA defenders, because people across the US will say some nonsense like this, which is, dog, like you're, and I would probably say this too if I was that insensitive. Like, you guys know me, like I'm an empath, you know? Is that what they call it? Like I couldn't hurt somebody's feelings like that. But what they would say, not me of course, is, man, you got Gucci logo, you got Gucci on the back seat. Come on, man, what do you expect? Of course they're gonna break it. They know exactly what they're gonna get. It's not even a mystery box.
Right.
Imagine buying a mystery box and it's free, right? The mystery box
Nigga
is
sell
free.
a diaper
Boy,
bag. Come to find out it's a Gucci bag, nigga. You can sell that for $100, $200, whatever it's worth, minus 50%.
you know what's inside the mystery box. It's a transparent box or a transparent bag, like what you got to take into young boy shows. They're like, oh, I get to see exactly what I want to get. Okay, smash, take
transparent
it,
bag?
nice, just to come up. Well, they don't care. It's funny because Cash Nasty's like, yo, there's just diapers in there. They don't care about the diapers. They're gonna throw the
It's the
diapers
Gucci.
out and they're gonna go sell the bag, or they're
Yeah.
gonna go flex the bag. Taking the stroller is insane. And this is also where, like, you know, Cash Nasty's
it, a
got
Gucci
such a
stroller?
good heart, because he's like, man, you know, I know life must be terrible. I know life must be tough. Nah, some people just love this game. Like, their life isn't tough, and their life may be tough because of their own decision making.
Yeah. yeah, it's tough for them, but
We can't act like people are in certain positions solely because of other circumstances, or that people would only steal if they needed it. Nah, people will steal for anything. You only really need food, shelter, water. So what are they stealing for? They're not stealing food. They're stealing a diaper bag in this case. So some people, even if they're up, they're still gonna steal. They're thieves. I mean, like, yo, look at people running Ponzi schemes, things like that. Those are just higher grade theft. But if a person's a thief, is a thief. But going back to the situation with Cash Nasty, because I disagree with him a little bit in the part where he's talking about, oh, if you've already got bread, LA is not worth it. Living in LA, that's one hell. I feel like I like LA, but it's death by 1,000 cuts. That's what made me dislike it. I've been going there for, I don't even know since when, a very long time. Of course, the weather is amazing, but then you get tiny little things like, oh, traffic. You either have to deal with the traffic. Number one, you have to drive everywhere. And who the hell wants to? I don't got a car. So now you're going to have to buy a car. So you got to drive everywhere.
Crazy.
And then in order to drive everywhere, especially if you're working a 9 to 5, you got to deal with a nightmare of traffic. So you have to schedule your life around traffic if you don't have a 9 to 5, which is already a blessing.
Man. We get a little. Anybody come here will say it's not traffic. It'll say we don't got much traffic. Even in the bigger town like Tulsa, OKC, it could get a little, if it's like construction or whatever, it can build up a little bit, but it ain't gonna hold up no hour, no 30 minutes, no shit like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? To where you gotta leave your house an hour. You know what I'm saying? Because you got an hour drive to go 10 miles. Nah, it ain't none of that shit. Like DC, I know DC is crazy. You literally, in DC, bro, anywhere around that shit. DC, that whole, to Baltimore, all that shit, nigga. Nigga, you gotta drive you gotta leave an hour early just to go 10 miles, bro, because of how deep that traffic is, bro. That shit is crazy, boy. I ain't never been somewhere with that much traffic, nigga.
traffic.
Honestly.
So you have to schedule your life around traffic if you don't have a 9 to 5, which is already a blessing in and of itself if you're in that situation, the situation without a 9 to 5. But you got to schedule your outings. It's a bunch of mini cities. So, if someone's in, hell, I don't even know, like someone's in North Hollywood and another person's in Redondo Beach, it's like, and who else? Another person is in Westwood. You're not going to those 3 places in a day. It's going to be a lot of driving, and you're not going to see much. Or let's say another person's in Malibu, right? Like those are all quote unquote LA, I guess, but they're so far apart. So that starts to kill you.
Like then, Compton, all that shit is really LA, but it's like, it's just like different. It's different neighborhoods and shit, man. You know.
And the homeless is just outrageous. The drugs and the theft, and it's brazen theft. It's like nothing you will see in most places that aren't terrible neighborhoods. Like other places, you're like, okay, I could probably get robbed here. In LA, you're like, oh, this is nice. Boom, you just got robbed. In Miami, that doesn't happen either. Although
bro, because in LA, they go to them places to look for easy licks, bro. Come on now.
Personally am not a fan of Miami. Cash Nasty is also, he's a country guy, man. He is full on,
I ain't never been to Florida, bro.
country.
I always say I wouldn't live in Florida, bro, because of them hurricanes. I ain't got the time for that shit.
Like if you took Cash Nasty and put him in New York, I could not imagine Cash Nasty in New York. I think he would lose his mind in New York too. And New York is less, you're not going to get robbed like you are. People are not breaking your car and stealing stuff. Well, partially because in Manhattan, people are not driving around everywhere. And that's where most people choose to live if they're moving into New York City. So Cash Nasty, he's a real country guy. And I think he maybe like struck that balance. And he does content. But I didn't know how country Cash Nasty was until I discovered that people eat raccoon from a Cash Nasty video. I remember like,
bro, I was fucking these niggas, bro. I was living, okay. So whenever I was like 5 years old, that's whenever I had like moved out of Tulsa type shit. And so for a little while we had stayed in Broken Arrow, which is like a little suburb. Now it's grown up. What it was back then wasn't what it is today. It was way smaller back then. Broken Arrow 20 years ago was not what it is today, I swear. Anyways, we stayed here for like a year or whatever. We had a nice little house. And the neighbors though, they were like Asian, Vietnamese, or some shit. They was something like that. These niggas was, I swear to God, they was cooking squirrels and raccoons, bro. I swear to God, bro. They would kill them and cook them in their garage, my nigga. We over here looking at them. I think they had done deer like that too or something. I don't know. I was looking, I'm like, what the hell's going on over here? We don't do that here. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? So yeah, I been knew about that.
They caught a raccoon. He skinned that thing. They cooked it in a video he did in the past.
Cash Nasty
and I was just jaw dropped.
Yeah, Cash Nasty been making all type of crawfish videos. I like them videos they used to do back in the day.
What's that? Is that Johnny Bravo where his jaw just drops to the ground and I just stood there staring at this video that was at least 15 minutes long. It might have been 15 to 25
Chef
minutes.
Nasty.
Like, yo, this guy's really about to cook and eat this raccoon. He's not trolling. That's when I knew there was levels to this country stuff. So for him, he's so out of his element. But when he talks about like having money, sure. For example, Zeus and Bilu, they've got bread. Zeus has lived in Oklahoma. I believe it's Oklahoma. Somewhere in the middle of nowhere for a very long time.
Nigga said middle. Oh my. Y'all better put some respect, nigga. Cause we coming up, man. And everybody's coming here to fuck with us. Ask about him, nigga. Your favorite rapper know about us out here, boy.
Got a giant crib, but Zeus isn't in the mix like that. And I think Zeus, from what I gather,
they be having niggas come to Tulsa. They doing streams with niggas now.
Seems like a more introverted guy, just from his behavior. It doesn't mean he's shy or anything. Clearly not. But he does his own content. He's out of the mix. But he's not. He doesn't have that.
Yeah, them niggas smart, man. Them niggas are smart, man. They know what they doing. They good with that nigga. Good with money. You see that nigga still wearing beaters. Yeah, they got them chains, but you know what I'm saying. That's just for the image. Them niggas good with their money, man. I already know that.
Proximity to other people, like in the industry that Cash Nasty is in. If he wants to collaborate with a bunch of people, if he wants to network with a bunch of people, LA is it. That that's just what it has. There are great people in LA. There are obviously
Yeah, if you want to be around fake industry people,
like
yeah.
clout chasers and all of that too. But the reason why he went there in the first place is to collaborate with these people, especially if you're doing in-person stuff, and especially if somebody's involved in streaming, then you have to be in LA if you're in the US. Maybe Miami, but I don't even really see people stream in Miami. Vegas, I would say. Like Vegas is like a closer version of, it's not similar to LA, but it's close enough to LA that people just live in Vegas.
It's like
way
niggas is
cheaper.
in
I guess
LA,
like the taxes
New
are
York.
lower and they can go back and forth. But Vegas, living there is, that place gets so hot and dry. But the stage of life that Cash Nasty is in right now, it makes sense for him to go back home. It sounds like he misses home. It sounds, well, he even said that he's going to move back, or he's going to move out of LA. I don't know if he's going to move back to Louisiana, because that's another.
Yeah, why would you stay in the heart of LA, bro? You supposed to stay outside of LA, nigga. You don't live in the city. You know what I'm
thing. When
saying?
you're moving to a place like that, I think he would even talk about how he couldn't buy too nice of a car because that's how dangerous, or that's how much poorer.
Yeah, nigga, I'm whipping a goddamn Toyota Prius, nigga. I'm a ride in a minivan, nigga. Tinted out, nigga. You ain't gonna know who you gonna think I'm just a bum, nigga. Shit.
Louisiana is than LA. But even in LA, when he's just got a Tesla, it's not like he's got a super special. Hold up, let me see the. Yeah, it looks like a Model Y. That's what it looks like. So it's not even a Model X or anything like that. Not a super special car. He's not trying to stand out. And still, this happens to him. And personal situations like this happening twice, you would be crazy to stay. Unless there was like such outsized returns. And I think Cash Nasty, he's more on his solo stuff right now. Doing his own streams. He's trying to come up again as a streamer. So he's like, yo, if I'm just chilling at the crib, streaming most of the time, what the hell am I doing here? My quality of life is lower. So I'm just gonna get out. So I think for his situation, it makes a lot of sense. But for someone that wants to have random encounters, meet a person that may introduce you to someone else, it still is the place like that, as unfortunate as it is to say. But the problem with LA that's different from a lot of other neighborhoods in cities across America is that there's kind of no such thing as a safe neighborhood, because a lot of these safe neighborhoods, quote unquote, are really close to dangerous neighborhoods, and then people just drive over. They'll do their robbery where the money is at, and then they'll go back home. So you either have to move so far out of LA that nobody's going to drive down that far, or you move out. And that's partially moving out already. And the expense is just so much higher. It's astronomical if you move out of LA to the city.
I would hate to be a regular nigga in LA and not be in the streets, though. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the time to come across in a world where you can't have no guns like that, bro. Like, yeah, fuck that. I ain't about to play with none of you niggas. I'll stay out here in Oklahoma, you know what I'm saying, where I got self-defense rights, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I got gun rights, nigga.
So Illuminati, it makes sense.
I ain't got no F on my report card. I'm Gucci Gabbana to the draws, nigga.
He would live, I think he lives in the middle of Arizona, or Phoenix. I think he lives in Phoenix, not in the middle of Arizona, but he lives in Arizona.
My cousin, I got a cousin, I found out, man. I got family that's from the West Coast and shit, man. I'm gonna slide to Arizona one day. He stay out of Phoenix, man.
Arizona? Because who does Soul Illuminati collaborate with? Who is Soul Illuminati doing stuff with? Soul Illuminati likes to stay to himself. Working, so that makes sense. But if somebody is liking to
he ain't
collaborate
like these niggas. He ain't like these niggas, man.
With a ton of other people in person, you can't be living in Oklahoma. You cannot be living in Kansas. You cannot stay living in, I wouldn't say Chicago, but even in Chicago, right? Everybody that's got quote unquote motion, they're in LA. Even can't be is with. So Illuminati likes to stay to himself. So that makes sense. But if somebody is liking to collaborate with a ton of other people in person, you can't be living in Oklahoma. You cannot be living in Kansas. You cannot stay living in, I wouldn't say Chicago, but even in Chicago, right? Everybody that's got quote unquote
yeah, but see, this the thing about me. See, I'm much like Soul Illuminati in them. You know what I'm saying? I would never in life move to LA to go try to be buddy with some niggas.
Ocean, they're
Fuck
in
that.
LA. Even I think a lot of people don't want to be, which is funny because there's a collective of people that are in LA because it benefits them, but they all don't want to be in LA. And logic just says, well, why doesn't everybody from there just move somewhere else? And you're like, well, that makes sense. Like at one point, Austin, Texas was a hub for, I would say, the previous generation of streamers, but they did
Nigga, what?
completely different content from these guys. But like people like, I don't know if Pokimane was, I think Pokimane's always been LA, but like XQC and a bunch of people that he used
Texas is big, boy.
to mess with, they
Got a
were
lot of
living
people out
in
there.
Austin for quite a while, at least like 3 years or so, and that became like a little bit of a hub. But I think a bunch of people
I fuck with Texas. That's the one place I would move to. I just they weed laws I just don't fuck with. They got some different laws than us Oklahomans that I don't be rocking with. But they got the gun rights and shit.
moved to LA after that. But yeah, I feel bad for Cash Nasty, honestly. And one thing I don't like is when people just start to victim blame the person that gets robbed. It's like, well, how about instead of saying that, oh, like you should just hide it. Yeah, you're correct. He should just not have anything in his vehicle. So if they smash his window, they get nothing, but you still have to repair the smashed window anyway. But I think, to be fair here, I think they only smashed the window because they could see through it. They could see what was inside. But there are times when people just smash the window anyway. So let's say, yeah, he would have to repair the smashed window anyway. Well, how about the person just moves to a place where they don't have to deal with something like this? Like, isn't that what we would all like to live in? But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Yeah, let me know what y'all think, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at you on the next one, and I'm gone. TYP the 9.